Guten Tag, Comrade. Wie geht's? Michael J. welcoming you to episode 12 of the slug.star.concepts. You seeing the traditional crotch backing? I mean, it's just so durable, it doesn't come loose. Does not come loose. But I'm going to tell you a little quick story. Back in the 60s, or 60 to 63, my dad served in the Army proudly and was stationed in Berlin during the Berlin airlift. And he befriended a local named Rudy. And from that day on until Rudy's passing in 2015, they have had a lifelong friendship. And their family, or Rudy's family and my family, have been intertwined ever since. So I thought I'd put something together to kind of put a little homage to my German family. So let's get into it. Now, if you've noticed in my earlier videos, I always brag on a custom tip. This is just a regular generic tip, so you'll start to see it looks a little reddish here, and that's fine, but it's a mahogany kind of stain with a black stripe, so I'm on that black stripe kick. Now, while I'm doing this, I'll say that I'm not 100% pleased with the product, and I can only blame myself because I wasn't clear on instructions, so, you know, always a lesson learned. But this is the geographics of Germany, and that's one thing. Is kind of, it looks like a blob, but I needed a little context there to kind of make it a little clearer. But, you know, c'est la vie, grapplers. Now, you might notice the one thing that really bothers me, and again, I didn't make that clear, so shame on me. I'll talk about it more later. I just wanted to kind of point it out a little bit. Now, this is my favorite plate. I love this Bavarian flag, and Asif did a wonderful job incorporating this emblem into it. Beautiful. And you'll notice München, that's German for Munich, so I wanted to have this in the German language. Bayern is Bavaria. So Bavarian flag, Bayern is Bavaria. So now this should look familiar to everybody else, and we'll get into the rest of the sides here in a minute because they all have something different. This is the Smoky Mountain plate, but we changed it to Deutschland National Master. And Asif put an interesting texture indeed. Iron crosses on the top and bottom, and I did consult with them to kind of make sure I didn't go too out of bounds with some of the imagery, because they're very sensitive about what you put on there, and I didn't want to go too far. But here are the grommets. On the Smoky Mountain, they had a torch, and I didn't like that, so I thought that was a nice little substitution. So we got grommets going across the side, Now here's the German flag. Berlin is the same. Brandenburg's pretty much the same in English. Frankfurt. Now here, Köln, that's Cologne. And what do we got here? Hamburg. Oh, cat walked by, so just kind of pay her no mind. And then I put Slug Star International, my fictional promotion, along their bird of prey. Nothing out of bounds, I don't think. And then Paradise, who did the leather, put in Slug on this side, Star on the other with his logo. So what I'll talk about is just things that I failed myself. So number one, I have a border here, but there's no border on any of the others. That's the main thing that I didn't really express clearly. It should have a border like this on the rest of them. So my bad on that one. And I if I were to redo it, that's one thing. And another thing I would probably do is I'd probably have this here, and then probably put something like this here. But let me know what you think. I always appreciate anybody's opinion. Be sure to smash, drop kick that like button, subscribe, get into touch with my rest of my collection. I've got some new stuff in the works, so I'll have something out here real shortly. So 6 minutes will good. That's good because my average time is less than 2, so that'll work. But by all means, let me know what you think. Have a great day. Auf Wiedersehen.